You know, I don't know about you, but one thing that I always am cautious or concerned about is that feeling that I might smell bad. Like whether it's I've got bad breath and I just need to pop a mint, or I was working outside in the yard and coming back inside and just that feeling of body odor stink. I just feel like I'm constantly aware of that. And matter of fact, working with teenagers, I feel like I'm hyper aware of the smell of a middle school boy, right? If you're a parent of a middle school boy and you've taught them the importance of showering every day and this thing called deodorant, I'll tell you, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much. This past week, Pastor Brent, he put a devotional in that ties into the message. Every Sunday he does that, and this past week's devotional was all about a man named Lazarus, and was talking about the story of Lazarus in John chapter 11 and how when he had died and he was dead in the tomb for 4 days, and we kind of pick up in the middle of this story, and Jesus loved Lazarus. That's one of the things we see in this story. And so today's concept that they were talking about was focused all around the idea when Jesus was about to have them open the tomb, and it focused on how Martha was so concerned about the smell that was about to come out of the tomb, right? We see that she's so nervous about the smell of Lazarus, who's been dead for 4 days, coming out of that tomb. Sometimes I'm driving down the road and you see an animal that's been dead for a few days, it's just been baking in the sun, and that smell comes into your car. Boy, I tell you, that's always a rough smell. Never a fan of that. And so I can only imagine, just thinking about somebody who's been dead for 4 days and sitting inside of this tomb, and you open that up. I get why Martha was so concerned about that. And Jesus, he responds in John 11:40. Then Jesus said, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" And we see that in the end of this, Jesus ends up having Lazarus come out of the tomb, and it's a beautiful moment. But I do find it interesting how Martha, she was worried about that smell for a moment. It got me thinking in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15, it says, "For we are to God the pleasing aroma of Christ among those who are being saved and those who are perishing." So whether it's people who follow Christ or people who are not yet Christians, we are supposed to be a pleasing aroma. Can that be said about your life? Are you the kind of person that when you walk into the office, you're such a negative Nancy that people don't even want to be around you? Are you the kind that it doesn't matter how hard somebody else's life is, your life is just harder, and you can't help but tell them all the problems that you're having in your life? Man, I don't think that's what Jesus wanted us to be a representation of him by doing. Are you the kind of person that people look forward to talking to you? They're excited when you walk into the office? If so, then I would argue that you might be a pleasing aroma. My hope and my prayer for all of us is that you are living your life in such a way that people are excited when you walked into the room, rather than glad when you've left. And I pray that we all learn to live that out each and every day. Calvary Hill, we're so excited about what God is doing here at the church, and we've got a few events that are coming up. Just want to make you aware. Matter of fact, we have a men's bonfire that's going to be on November 21st, next Saturday. We're excited about the opportunity to get together outside, physically distance, and make sure we can eat some food and have some fun around the fire. And we'd love for you to be a part of that. If you'd like to be there, please make sure that you do register. There's a link to register down below, and that helps us to plan for food and to make sure we have enough room and seating for everybody involved. So please make sure you do that. Operation Christmas Child starts next week, the drop-off. That's one of our favorite times of year. My family, we love being able to put together boxes, and having our kids put those together every single year is always a lot of fun. And encourage you guys, if you haven't picked up a box, make sure you do it. Do it this Sunday. And if you'd like to serve, you can see below. There's a way to volunteer to be a part of that drop-off process. We'd love for you to help out. Last, I'm so excited. This Sunday, we're going to have some fun. As you guys are aware, we were not able to have our fall celebration outside. Just the weather was not cooperating, but it just didn't sit right with us. So we are going to do our best this Sunday. We're going to be having a hayride. Not only that, we're going to have some hot cider and some hot chocolate, some funnel cake as well. It's going to be a great Sunday after both of our services. If you are able to, please register to be there. If not, we look forward to seeing you online. And we are so grateful for you as a church and getting involved and seeing how we can make a difference in our area of South Jersey. God bless you, Calvary Hill Church.